My toddler understands everything, but they haven't started talking yet. As a speech therapist, this is one of the most common observations I hear from parents when they come in for a speech and language evaluation. In this video, I'm going to talk about the reasons why toddlers might not be talking yet, and when it's time to take action if your toddler hasn't started talking yet. And for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Stephanie. I earned my master's degree in speech pathology from Columbia University in New York City, and now I'm a licensed speech therapist in California. I want to get started with something simple. We're going to break your observation up into its two parts. Your child seems to understand everything, and they haven't started talking yet. And I know you're probably concerned about the talking part, but before we get there, I want to talk about the fact that your child seems to understand everything. Because when it comes to speech therapy, this is also an important observation. As speech therapists, we divide language into two parts: receptive language, or understanding skills, and expressive language, or talking skills. So when you say your child seems to understand everything, I'll bet you mean that they follow a lot of different directions. They understand the names of many different things in your house and in their day-to-day life, and they may even be answering some questions. If we were to put your observation into speech therapy terms, we might say that your child's receptive language or understanding skills seem to be on track. But you also notice that your child isn't talking. You've noticed that their expressive language or talking skills don't seem to match what they can understand. Now let's talk about some of the possible reasons why your child might understand everything but not be talking yet. And for this video, I want to talk about the two most common reasons that toddlers have great understanding skills but are having a hard time learning to talk. The first reason is that a child might be experiencing a speech delay or a language delay. And speech therapists use the term speech delay and language delay as a broad term to describe a communication development pattern in which children are developing skills in the order we would expect, but at a pace that's slower than other children their age. The second reason is that a child might be having a hard time making the sounds for speech. It can be very challenging for some children to learn the coordinated, rapid, and precise movement of the lips, the tongue, and all the parts of your mouth that you use for talking. Children who have difficulty making the specific sounds for speech definitely benefit from visiting a speech therapist. And if you're curious which specific sounds speech therapists listen for at different ages, I've linked my toddler pronunciation guide in the notes below. To quickly recap, if you've noticed that your child seems to understand everything, but they haven't started talking yet, this could be a sign that their understanding skills are on track, but their expressive language or talking skills are falling behind. So when is it time to take action if your toddler hasn't started talking yet? Well, as speech therapists, we listen for toddlers to say their first word by the time they're about 14 months old. So as a rough rule of thumb, I would say if your toddler is 14 months old and they haven't said their first word, that it's a great next step to talk to your pediatrician about the possibility of an in-person or virtual speech and language evaluation. A visit with a speech therapist is truly invaluable. They'll be able to play with your child and watch the different ways that they communicate in order to identify what might be making it hard for your child to learn to talk and what specific strategies and activities are going to be best suited for your child to support them along their communication pathway. And those of you who are thinking, yeah, a speech and language evaluation sounds like the next step for my child, I've linked an article that explains what to expect at a speech and language evaluation for your toddler in the notes below. So what can you do today to start supporting your child's expressive language or talking skills? As I mentioned before, the first thing that you can do is talk to your child's pediatrician. Your child's pediatrician knows your child specifically and will be able to support you in finding the next best step for you and your child. That might mean a speech and language evaluation. The second thing you can do is sign up for my free Foundations of Speech course. And it's great. It's free, so there's absolutely no risk in signing up. The program includes 4 lessons that teach you specific skills that you can use at home in order to encourage your child to grow their vocabulary. I highly recommend checking out the worksheet or the activity in lesson number 1, which helps you choose how many vocabulary words to practice at a time, which words to choose, and how to incorporate the practice into your everyday life. The third thing you can do is look online for what free programs and resources might be available in your state or in your county. I've included a link to the CDC website in the notes below that will direct you to your state's specific website and help you find early intervention or toddler learning programs in your community. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video was informative and that you're feeling confident in the next best step for you and your toddler. That's it for this video, and I hope to see you back again soon.